This is Cyberpunk 2077 running on a 3.3 gigahertz Intel Core i7 5820K with 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM and a 6 gig NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 video card. So taking a look at our settings, so we're running 1440p output, and then we are taking full advantage of our FSR 3.0 and frame gen, and then I have it set on the medium setting level. So absolutely, I will not deny we are pushing the limits of what we can do here with the hardware and the upscaling. And we're still running at kind of a lower frame rate level. However, that being said, there is no way you can convince me that this is not a playable experience. This is absolutely playable. It is not running like garbage. It's running fine. Now, it is worth noting that it might run a little faster if you had the game installed internally. So I am running it on an external drive, should I say off of an external drive. The drive is an SSD. However, this motherboard does not have the ability to take quite as much advantage of high performance modern external storage as most of the machines I'm testing, as this was kind of intended as an ultra budget option. But that being said, it's not tanking it. I can't imagine it's affecting it more than a frame or two at most. But I'm actually kind of impressed. The fact that we were able, and keep in mind, this is 1440. I would tend to say anyone actually buying a system like this is going to be doing themselves a disservice trying to run 1440p games on it. This is a 1080p gaming desktop. Hands down, this is a 1080p machine. But I am demoing the games at 1440 just to kind of give you an idea of where the very, very outer limit of what this thing can do is. And keep in mind, this is going to be a $300 gaming desktop. So the other thing too is that even though it's older, it is X99. So you've got a decent 6-core in here, and a ton of room to upgrade RAM. So you definitely could put anything from a 1080 to a 2070, 2080, 2060, whatever, something like that in here just fine if you really wanted to upgrade. I'm really shooting for budget build on this one, so you know, there's kind of a limit to what I can do when I'm trying to do the budget builds. But on a Cyberpunk is fairly well optimized, so this gives you kind of an idea. Again, on a well-optimized modern title, you are definitely going to have playability. Here, let's see what knocking it down to 1080 does. Darn it. I did not mean it to do that. Let's see here. Because I want it to stretch. So I want to show what it looks like stretched, not in a window like this. Let's just do this. For some reason, this just doesn't work out right on some occasions. Okay, that's fine. That'll work. Oh, that's actually higher than I had expected. But yeah, if you're running it in 1080p, and I would absolutely recommend a 27-inch 1080p to anyone out there. I have one myself. It's a good monitor. Get a good one, like a nice 27-inch IPS 1080p, like 165 hertz, and you're set. But definitely both 1440p and 1080 are an option. I would strongly recommend that you go 1080 on this particular build. But anyway, so that's our first one that we took a look at. I'm gonna look at a few others, just again, to kind of give you an idea of what you can expect on a machine like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look at Cyberpunk 2077 running on the i7 5820K with the GTX 1060, and thanks for watching the video.